I'd be willing. Oh, I bet the interesting answer. I think you can put it in the Twitch chat, Collier, and I can read it out loud. If you think.
Collier
Putting you a little bit on the spot.
Everybody else is a wanker, and he's the best of all time.
That's what there you go.
I'm just kidding. I made that up. He didn't type that, but
I think this tree tag Discord has a lot of profanity about talking about wanking and fapping all the time, and I do not condone. I'm a Christian boy.
I do partake in such commentary.
I mean, stay open-minded.
We got Slay in here as well.
Hello.
Welcome. All right.
Thank you.
Ents with a good spread. Not a lot going bottom right. Well, maybe 2 different that direction.
Oh, already found a Dragon Ball on NVA. He's pinging the next one. It's just below Hxhiatus. He's probably gonna pick it up as well.
It looks like he overblinked.
He overblinked, and that is one of the tricky part of map 6, is that now he has to run for 3 minutes to get up there.
Yeah.
Or wait for the blink.
Infernals spreading, no one goes right. We have Darkness, Ares, and Pyra. Surprised to see the Darkness in this game. The conversation recently has been that Luxo is a better version of Darkness. Of course, Luxo was banned this game, so maybe that's why they're pulling the Darkness out instead of the Luxo. Darkness is pretty good on this map. He can, of course, throw his units on the top of the cliffs and then move them to cover a large area, which is pretty strong.
We see Bouns picking up a rune immediately. So maybe he's gonna try and go for some corner rune strat. Was any of them a random? So 2 Dust of Disappearance. Does that mean it was random, or is it still a pick?
You always start with 2.
Okay, and you get 3 if you random then. Or what?
Actually, not sure. I think it's still only 2. Ents completely neglecting the right side of the map right now. Infernal players are also not heading that way, so there's no pressure on the right side of the map. Completely dark for both teams.
And Ents are picking up a lot of Dragon Balls very fast.
We also have Sap going up to the best base place. Oh, uh-oh. Coffee disconnected. Nick, I will stream Discord if you want to watch my stream.
That's our camera. No recording then. No recording.
Well, ideally he should be fine. There'll be a slight delay. Let's see. Copy, are we good? Oh, infinite numbers of...
He says, yep, go. Let's just check his stream.
You sure? Yeah. Oh, what's this? A little hammer?
Alright, it's gonna work. Okay, seems like the streamer team is ready.
We're ready.
We ready? We don't know if the Infernals are ready. They said yes. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, we are playing on. We are playing Warcraft 3, which is an old game, and crashes happen quite frequently.
Thanks, Microsoft.
Thank you, Microsoft. So they already found a lot of Dragon Balls. I think they just pinged one at the top. Maybe, Carper, you can explain a little bit on how Dragon Ball spawn location and how it works with the unuse effect on the Dragon Ball.
So it is random. They do spawn randomly all over the map. Of course, the on-use effect is you get a wish. There are many wishes. However, recently we've been seeing Cloak become the first wish. Cloak was recently changed to where it gives you 2 more invisibility towers, so you get 6 instead of 4, which can be a huge impact on just making sure that you have escape routes consistently. Outside of that, we've seen a lot less of Ents recently. We recently figured out that it does show where you're going to respawn with the Ankh. It actually spawns an inch shade where you're going to respawn, which can be good and can be bad. Because if the Infernals have vision over it, they're going to know where you're respawning. If the Infernals do not have vision over it, it does give you the ability to blink before you respawn from your shade, and you'll respawn in a different location, which is interesting to see actually.
And
So,
then when you get a single Dragon Ball, you press that, you get ping on the map where the next one is, right? And that ping system goes from bottom to top. So when I mentioned that they found or they were pinging Dragon Balls at the top of the map, it means that they most likely have a lot of the Dragon Balls. And we see NVA now with 5 Dragon Balls on the right. Let's see what the remaining are.
Infernals are spread top left, bottom right. Ents are gaining control over top right because of it. We do have a lot of farms going up from Paul here. Big feed location. We'll see if Inf does start rotating up there. They are all level 1, so we'll see if he upgrades those. Are we going to see a base from Paul this game? Paul, the notorious base builder, or maybe infamous might be a better word.
Definitely a base enjoyer. If it's always successful, questionable. Last game we talked about Pyra being kind of like a pub stomper, that you can do a lot of stuff in a public game. Oh, we see Dragon Balls being used. Let's see what the first wish is. So you're saying most likely it's going to be the cape?
I expect Cloak here as the first wish.
It's a very early Dragon Ball. So, yep, and they got the cloak. He gave it to Paul, all right. Putting a lot of eggs in the Paul basket. I'm not sure if that's a wise decision.
We'll
He
see if it pays off for him.
he has good and bad days, and depending on that, it could be quite bad.
It is his first game of the day. He was not in the previous game, so maybe he needs to warm up.
And then the Dragon Ball respawn. How long is that? Is that a 5-minute respawn?
I thought it was 3. Maybe it is 5. I'm not positive.
3 seems short.
You might be right there. 5. Night vision for Infernals.
Let's see on the feed. They're still a little bit low on the gold.
Lithe did find Paul spawns. He just started burning them. So it looks like that's a lot of feed there for Lithe. A lot of them were upgraded to 2 when he got there. And it looks like they were just upgraded to 2. And Paul only has 1,500 gold left over. So probably not a good payoff with those spawns. And now moving to control bottom. Still one infernal bottom. We have Bouns clearing. Let's see if he goes left to right here and finds the next stash of farms. Looking pretty even so far. Sap does see the farms on the top of the hill with that.
Ooh, NVA blinking straight into a reveal. Very unlucky timing there.
Yeah, risky
And
blink.
Lithe was Sorry, Bouns was just in the area. And that's what Pyra can do. Pyra can pick up solo kills. Very good at placing a ward or something in advance and then pushing the end, if there is an end in that area.
Also good to note that Pyra's Q, his Fiery Eye, can hit spell immune targets if he uses his ult.
What do you mean if he? Isn't it always? Isn't it just magic damage on the Fiery Eye?
It becomes chaos damage if the ult has been casted. Just
Oh,
recently.
okay. That's a good change. I like that because, well, of course I like buffing Infernals, but I also like that damage type moving away from magic to chaos.
Yeah, it's a very interesting mechanic.
Let's see. We're
Infernals
just
moving
slowly
away. Oh, go ahead.
getting into the game. They see the new Dragon Balls. Yeah, that could actually be only 3 minutes. Biski not being able. He's picking a Ranger, even though there is an Ares. He's gonna annoy the middle, it seems like. Killing the Skeleton Warrior. Making the Infernal team aware that shit is happening in the middle. Taking their much needed eye on the clearing.
She has been revealed there a few times. There he goes again. Kills it before the teleport comes in.
Kills it before the teleport. Kills 3 skeletons and just walks away.
Ents are gaining map control right now. One kill for
The Infernals units. Maybe you could talk a little bit about how and what you can buy as an Infernal for units.
Yeah, well, in general, of course, the 3 skeletons are kind of the main, just you would say teleport points or points of interest to control islands. Outside of that, Infernal Cannon has been something that's been picking up ground recently. It has a net on it, which of course is very similar to Blaze's ability, which is pretty good for catching, but can be hard to pull off. It takes a lot of micro. Eridar typically used to guard mid or camp Dragon Balls. Um, Very rare that we see Eridar used for anything else, but it also occasionally is used for base building. We've seen a lot of Fellhound patrols. Common strategy is to use the Fellhound minions to control the paths and just shift click them all over the map. And there we go. The Fellhound just pops up right now. Looks like they're going to use it to try to gain some control over mid. Not a lot of micro there on the, there's the micro on the Fellhound spreading out. Looking right though, while Biski regains a foothold on the south. Outside of that, for Infernal units, those are kind of the core ones that you consistently see. Shade is, of course, used in every game as well. There's kind of 2 different strategies when it comes to Shade. Some Infernals like to have the Shade follow them around to reveal anyone invisible near them. But you also see Shades placed near peaks so that they can use their ability to reveal up a cliff, see if there's any Ents up there. I personally think that putting it near cliffs is better than having to follow you around. But other Infernals would disagree with me.
We saw, we just saw Biski take out the Fellhound using an interesting strategy. So buying or building several archery targets, you can refresh your big nuke as a ranger. So the ranger gets 3 different arrows, and he can change between these arrows, but also changing into the existing arrow really just refreshes the current one you have. And I believe it does 750 damage, and he had 5 of them, so that's around 3,000 damage. What was that? 3750 damage? Yeah, 3750 damage. That he can then use just to clear out potentially any sort of unit that can be hit by magic.
And just like
Let's
that,
see
we
if
also saw him finish one of the skeletons off near mid, no more revives. So he started to dwindle all of the skeletons near mid down. Very little control on the map from the Infernal side right now. Their units are being picked off rather quickly.
yeah, so maybe if we talk a little bit about Infernals, they did see some, or did see 2 Dragon Balls up north, and they decided not to camp anything. Seems like they're struggling, and they're choosing to build some skeletons. Not really aligned on the strategy. The darkness running around a little bit like a headless chicken. Okay, waiting for um
Oh,
stuff to be
Biski does
ready.
get thrown up in the tornado. We might see Biski die here. Lithe on him. Oh, the blink out.
Ooh.
The
So
reveal was too high.
the reveal was too high and his damage was too low. So Ares is as any other infernal, start out with less damage and then they grow into having more. Where Ares has a windwalk, and just like the Blade Master who perfected the windwalk, his first or immediate attack after leaving the windwalk would actually deal bonus damage. So that's a way where he could have used the tornado into the windwalk. However, there's also a slight delay. So if you attack right after, or try to attack right after you used windwalk, the game actually will pause your attack, reset your swing timer, and then you need to wait a little bit. So I'm not sure how he did it here, but if he catches someone in tornado, he should be windwalking immediately, so he's ready to attack the target. So that's how he gets away. Very very nice getaway as well. Of course, Biski being a little bit more beefy because he has been eating mushrooms, but also saving ends. So saving ends also gives you a little bit more HP. He's building up more archer targets, trying to kill the Fellstalker. We just see outposts being bought. Or what was that? No outposts.
Looks like no outposts yet.
But the Fell Hunter getting destroyed again. It's a 2,000 gold unit, and the Infernals has gotten 20,000 gold. So it's quite a lot. They're telling you, Lithe, dude, you're the Ares. You need to. Sorry, we know it sucks, but you need to defend the middle. He can't be killing our stuff all the time. We see the second Dragon Ball Wish going out at 36 minutes. So that took them around, what's that, 6 minutes to gather them all
Yeah, for the next one. A
after
little bit
they
longer.
spawned?
I think the first one was at what, 44? 43?
Yeah, 44, 45, I think. And then they spawned around 42.
Lots of map control by Ents still.
And Biski
We
being
have
a good
seen
soldier. Sorry, go ahead.
Bouns is clearing left or right to left now. He's going to the left. He's cleared the bottom right. Maybe spending too much time in bottom right. Good blink out there by Bert. Does get the Ares ult, blinks away. Good escape. He's out of vision. They're trying to corner him. We'll see if the darkness does find him here.
The darkness does find him. I'm not sure if Blink is ready again, so he should be able to blink. He gets stunned.
Good tornado. Is he going to get there in time for the kill? He is.
Oh,
It's off. And darkness does
quick
split, but I wouldn't have gone hard left there.
quick reactions. Two little Ents running away in invisibility. All right, they seem to be getting out. And meanwhile, Biski has killed the Fellhunter. It is no longer. It has used all its anks, and it's now 2,000 gold that is gone.
We also see HXH and Paul really building up here with their income. It looks like they're on the main peak on the left side where the best base spot is. Looks like there may be a base popping up here shortly.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of buildings going down.
Still on the resources. Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't been checking the upgrades. If
Infernal
Paul
makes it
has...
in, teleports in, chasing the illusion, unfortunately. And stuck
Ooh.
on the tree.
Biski spotted on the left. I think they are probably moving. Darkness is pretty close. Biski not too afraid of darkness, because Biski has 630 HP. Very beefy. Second wish
Very
being the Nature's Awakening, giving both more shrooms on the floor, but also doubling their shrooms. How is it
interesting
with
as well.
How is it with so there's a cap on mushrooms. Can you exceed this cap with the wish?
It is 25 is the cap on mushrooms, and so that's going to be the cap for your HP. However, you can continue past that by saving Ents and Min.
Mm-hmm.
It won't increase your mushroom count, of course, but it will increase your maximum HP. Biski's still hunting skeletons. NVA retaking the right side. Lithe is going into their main income location. Paul has not started burning yet. HX has. Girabou has as well. Looks like Girabou's farms will go down before they get there. Maybe not. Lithe turns to Girabou's farms. He is clearing them in the best possible order to get all the farms. We'll see if Paul starts burning here soon. If he does not, that's going to be some good feed for the Infernals.
Especially if his
Lot
ultimate is up ready again soon. I'm not sure. Should be. Dragon Balls are back out. Infernal's already seeing one of them. NVA has one already. Careful, he might blink into here. Two Infernals really want to keep the bottom right corner. Is that one of the good base locations?
that one is not one of the best, but it is good. I would say the
All
best
right.
are top right corner, that left island that we were just talking about,
Yeah.
and then really those two are prime. The top left one is also very good. I would say those three are going to be the absolute best. And then you have some slightly below that for base locations, which is going to be bottom left, and then the top right mid kind of area. That one is okay as well. Outside of that, there's just a bunch of little peaks that are irritating to get to.
Paul is around 10,000 gold. I think he's too late for making a really like a base that can legit kill Infernals and potentially keep them out for a long time. But he, as we talked about, he is known for making annoying bases. He's making illusion trees, trees of life. Maybe he's gonna start hammering out some wisps for some lumber. Lumber being the one of the more precious resources for base creation.
Ooh, the tornado just barely misses Biski there. Surprised he lives.
And that's likely a result of many years of playing. Honestly, for the both for the for Lithe maybe not as many years of playing as an Ares or games as Ares versus Biski playing a lot as Ent and knowing how to maneuver.
Yeah. Very good map control from Ents here. Ooh,
Really good.
does get a punch off on Biski, and that's it. We do have Bert as scout. Haven't seen a lot of owl nests just yet, but we'll see if he's getting ready to start focusing on that. Trees are at 60%, which is a good amount of trees for 30 minutes left in the game, but not still showing that the imps are making an impact. The middle left of the map is completely dark for both teams right now. But imps pretty much control the rest of the map. Imps are struggling. Looks like there's really pumping money into a lot of skeletons, which are being killed. So that's kind of
Yeah.
going into a black hole currently. They're only at
Yeah.
skeleton.
Usually, Infernals would TP and kill whatever is killing your skeletons, and that way would cover or recoup some of the lost gold. Of course, that all being a where you trade time for gold. But in this game, Biski has pretty much been destroying the middle, clearing out all skeletons that try to come out and be have any sort of presence on the map. We talked about earlier the resource storages from Paul on the bottom left side that that was gonna be some good feed, but they seem like they're totally untouched. Hasn't been
Yeah,
seen.
never went over there.
And he is massing wisps at the bottom right, trying to get some of that wood income back up as well. NVA upgrading to investment storage 4. Of course, each upgrade or the more resources building cost, the more feed it also gives for the Infernal, being a risky but also rewarding play if you can keep them alive for a long time. Darkness just picking up the Orb of Lightning, trying to increase his single target damage by a little bit and also potentially stunning. Um, if there
Does
is
have an
someone.
invulnerability potion as well, which is an interesting pickup. Biski trying to
Likely,
kill power before he gets to it. Does not.
likely a misplay, a misclick. Because
Yeah,
right now it is 450 gold that you could spend on something else. Maybe it's something he wants to maneuver, like instead of a spell shield, you can invulnerable potion, and then you have free reign to run as much as you want.
that's what I was thinking as well. He's maybe looking for a Biski stun and then invulnerability it, but that's going to take some good micro. Let's see if he pulls it off.
Yep. And also Bouns on Pyra having a lightning, revealing the middle island, following Biski's sentry tower trail, spending a lot of time chasing a ranger, which is I would say the typical mistake of Infernals. I do it as well, because fuck the Rangers. We really want to kill the Ents. But honestly, should probably try and spend your time more. You are Pyra. You should be moving around as much as possible.
Does look like a mini base is popping up bottom left. Paul is building his illusion trees right next to where the Ultra Infernal Killer is. I assume he's going to upgrade that and duplicate it.
Yep. We are seeing a base. We also see him investing, so he's been piling up money. That's usually how you do. You keep piling up money until you have enough for the big wall in the front. He's now done with the immune infernal killer, and then he's copying it with his class being the mystic, meaning he can copy other other turrets or other buildings. They are a lesser version. Oh, and the infernals see it. Ares wants to come up and punch this thing,
Or the
but there
tree of
is some
eternity in the
turrets,
way.
and there's a fat tree. Pyra being actually really good at dealing with this kind of base. Placing wards on the right side, he can basically range attack the Tree of Eternity down. And
Pyra
a little
does
bit.
have a lightning blade as well, which will help that break. Mask of Death would be huge for them.
I'm not sure if they have the eco to actually. We see the ultimate from Eris clearing out all Paul's resources, so he just spent gold on trying to upgrade those, not really getting his money back worth. It is likely that's a heavy blow, but that's also to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
Infernals have ranged abilities. They're gonna clear behind your big wall and big defense if they can run
With that
around.
Tree of Eternity blocking the entrance, it's going to be hard for them to get in there. They're going to need a few more items. Looks like Ents are kind of using that as a bait base and aren't reinforcing it further.
Exactly. So what would you like to see here from the Infernals regarding this base?
Well, first thing I would actually like to see them reveal enough of it to realize that it's not actually a high priority. And I would like to see them focus a little bit more on catching Ents rather than burning down the map. They just
Mm-hmm.
don't have they just haven't killed enough Ents at this point. Lithe doesn't even have his talent yet, which is going to be a big problem. So I think for now they should be spreading out, getting a little bit more map control, and just saving up money to see what the Ints commit to. Because right now the
Mm-hmm.
Ints haven't fully committed to a base. And so I would wait to see if they do. And as long as they don't, try to really get up to Skelly 3 as quick as possible. And then once you hit Skelly 3, establish control in mid and push out from there. Um, but if the base pops up, then they need to change and spend that money on items instead. So I would keep a close eye on what they're doing in that base and respond accordingly. But overall, wasting time getting items for a base is not going to be beneficial in the long run. They really need to get a foothold around mid so that they can start snowballing the win. If they never
Yeah,
get a strong foothold around mid, Ints are just going to keep saving the entire game, and then they'll get frustrated.
they also seem to have Bertos moving to the last Dragon Ball now, so they get the third Dragon Ball wish. And Paul actually investing more gold into getting this base up, making it a little bit more interesting to distract the Infernal, saying, you know what, it might be a bait base, but I'm also getting stuff here. So even leaving, you should see, leaving the scout ward there to see that he has stuff ready. Um,
I'm expecting a God's Vision here from Ents. They just got another Dragon Ball Wish. Could be a nature staff, but most likely God's Vision is what I would expect.
they are looking at around 50% trees. So I'm not sure if there's anything like out of that. They have Ents have really good mid control, so it's a little bit up in the air. Class training being a perfectly fine, perfectly fine choice here. Also, kind of saying, you know what, we'll get more. We'll get the God's Vision. We'll get whatever we need. We'll just get more. We have total dominance of this map right now.
Yeah, I guess they're not scared of mid. They have so much vision there that they felt the God's Vision wasn't necessary,
Yep.
and they went for buffing their Ents instead. Probably a good choice, actually.
You also see the Infernal team being very low on gold. Of course, having also spent a lot of on skeletons that I don't even know if there's a one skeleton out on the map right now.
I don't think
So it's just them running around with their own Infernal. Very tough mental game as well to keep this up, honestly.
that's what I was thinking. Having 2 kills with 22 minutes left with no map control as an Infernal really starts to wear you down. And then once you start to get that mental broken a little bit, you make mistakes when you're trying to chase experienced Ents like Biski. Biski will take advantage of that, drop a regrow right on your head, and then you're sitting there trying to punch a tree while focusing on 3 other things. And it gets very frustrating.
Yeah, and you actually see Biski also picking up the Cyclone Wand. So even though people have the spell shield, his stun arrow is gonna stun and get absorbed by the spell shield. Then he's still gonna Cyclone you and run away laughing. So maybe the Darkness Potion of Invulnerability is the true counterplay for the double spell build that Biski is building right now.
Good call out. We do see Paul massing farms again, this time on the first base spot that we were mentioning, that is in fact the best base spot. However, if you look towards the entrance, there's archery towers, there's pissed off trees, and sentry towers blocking the best spot for infernal killers. So if a base does go up there, are we going to see Paul run around killing his teammates' buildings? Oh, a good
We
kill
see a
there by
kill
Light.
on Maverick. I didn't see that, but instantly Biski is there to release him from the clutches, giving Biski a little bit more HP, being that more tanky. Maverick just
They are
blinking away.
This is getting away. They are focusing on blue boards now. It looks like they're trying to go for that mid presence.
Ooh, nice assist by Maverick, stunning so Biski can escape. He's running for his life. They expended the Pyro ulti as well. The Ares is trying to get in range so he can hit him with the stun. He hits him with the stun. This is a dead Biski. All right, this is a big kill, I believe. It's not that big because he hasn't really that much eco. So it's mainly on the annoyance part, and there's already a rescue in there. So they spent a lot of effort killing this one guy that doesn't really have much on the map. So yeah, just spending a lot of time chasing an end. That's really
Yeah,
annoying.
instant saved again. Once
But
again,
I
no units around mid. They really need to get some skeletons just clearing these trees that are right around mid because there are so many little nooks and crannies for all the hunter ants or the ranger ants to hide in right now.
yeah, and we see same. Maybe you can talk a little bit about Sap's item build here. He bought the Staff of Fire. You bought that also last game,
I did, yes.
which
I
was
do think
changed recently.
with the most recent change to Staff of Fire, I do think it's maybe a little late in the game to be buying it, as I think it's stronger early game. It does allow you to get a second Flame Strike to burn down trees. Very good for Infernals that struggle to chase, because the Int's going to regrow, and then they're going to think that you burn down and you don't have another burn, but you can use a second burn to catch them when they try to slip through trees. So I think it's very good for that. It's also good for Infernals that don't have a lot of chase potential to kind of make up for that. So on Darkness, I do think it's a good pickup on Darkness, but I would have tried to get it a little earlier in the game. But for clarity there, the change to it recently was it's no longer a charge item, and it's now a permanent item that can be used as many times as you would like. Really means the longer you have it, the more of a payoff it has.
All right, they have skeleton 2 now, and they just bought their first skeleton after the barrage of Biski. Still only 3000 HP and with class training. I'm not sure if Biski has the class training, but then his stun arrow actually does 1500 damage, I believe. So yeah, 3000 HP is quite a lot, but the Ents also got considerably ahead. So maybe it's still okay. Maybe they really start need to save up for the skeleton 3 and then start pushing.
I think so as well. They are getting a better foothold on mid, but still not great. Bottom left and bottom right islands near mid are both still taken by Ents. We do see some skeletons going out to try to retake control. Now they're clearing those trees that they should have cleared a while ago, but we are seeing some nature lovers that are level 4 by bird. We're growing all over mid as well. So we'll see if the micro is good enough to out clear the level 4 nature lovers. We'll simultaneously we'll see if we need to, if someone can actually kill those level 4 nature lovers.
Exactly.
They are going to have unlimited mana. Darkness is breaking into Paul's income here, but they are only level 2.
Yep. So this is still within the realm of it's okay. Just to it's not too much feed versus gain. It's not too risky. Dragon Balls are up again. Let's see. They have 17 minutes. I'm sure they're gonna go for another one. Paul with his Misha, what's it called? Spell immune well combo, just gathering
Yeah.
mana right now, up to 5,000. Of course, this is also where the lightning orb is gonna do a lot of work here, because these are considered summoned units, and in Warcraft 3 that means that Purge will actually do a lot of damage to them. So they're not really too difficult to handle. Might be some shenanigans with the tunnel entrance. I think he's gonna make a one-way up to some annoying spot and have them run all the way around. But we'll have to see how Paul intends to troll them very soon here at the bottom left.
I do have an expectation here. In a recent game, Paul was mass producing wisps and then teleporting them in front of the tree. That way, one, it blocks you from being able to attack the tree directly, and two, allows you to repair the tree while you're blocking the infernal pathing. That can become
He
very
made
frustrating. They do have an Ares though, and I would say the number one way to counter that is just to drop Ares ult
tornado.
right on top of the tree, and it'll kill all
Oh,
the wisps virtually instantly. So that'll allow you to get in there quickly. But in order to do that, you
ooh.
also need to have your Infernal strong enough to kill the Tree of Eternity. So you're going to need a Mask of Death. You're going to need an axe. You would like a ring, but you might not be able to afford that. On the right side, actually, right now, we have
Ooh.
Bouns walking past a lot of Ents that are
NVA in trouble now. Are they gonna dust? They cloud him. They find him, and he has Ank, but too little, too late. The changes. Let's have Lithe. Do not windwalk. Do not windwalk. All right, good. Very
and it was a
important kill.
very big kill, yes.
Giving some money back to the team.
But
Maverick in the middle trying to save.
I was there already, yeah.
Not as strong as Biski. Biski also getting chased by Darkness, who seemed to have used his invulnerability potion or sold it. Yeah, he just bought a new one, so he tried to. He is trying to use that to counter the arrow.
Blitz gonna catch Mav here. If he does get him.
Ooh. Mav being an okay kill because he's one of the annoying treants. NVA building cannon towers that makes quick work of any end ash as well. And also any skeleton for that matter. So they need to dedicate some effort. Lithe teleporting to the top left. They have the scent of an Ent, but
To him,
not
looking at the
really
base.
anyways.
We do have a darkness ult on the Moonwells.
Which is not doing much because that is a magic.
Yeah. I do
He
think
should have.
Litz sees NVA there. He's hunting him. Oh, he might catch him. Oh, he does catch him. NVA is going to go down here again.
Again, he just died recently. He fed around 1k gold there. Again, not too much. Um, good, good, a good death, I would say, for the Ents here. Pyra using ult on the bottom left, a huge ability. that hits through magic immunity on the burn part
Does he
for
have
a
the
little
follow-up
bit.
damage to kill the tree? He does not.
He does the fiery eye trick. I think you were saying that it should have been chaos damage. Right now it's still magic. I'm not sure if map 6 has a different coding. You see also the
I'm pretty
bird
sure you have
attacks.
to use the ult and then cast the fiery eye second.
You also see the
Right
bird attacking, trying to attack the Infernals. They're coming
Biski
for
might go
you.
down. Biski being cornered by you. He does go down.
Maverick may be in a tight spot here. He is 400 HP, so he should be able to withstand 1 or 2 hits. And there's an aura well as well.
They really need to get a strong foothold around mid. I mean, we're at 12 minutes now, and Ents are still free walking on the islands near mid.
Yep. And it seems like they are agreeing with you. They are all 3 Infernals around mid. Now all moving towards the top left side. Darkness going straight up. Areas around mid left. You see again the birds are trying to chase him down. Honestly, well done by the Ents here again, baiting them, making sure that they waste a lot of time.
Interesting to see that Pyra does have a Horn of Cenarius on him, or Snatus. So he must have picked that up from an Ent who dropped it.
I think it came when he. I think there was a lot of critters near Paul's base when he did the ultimate and killed a lot. Paul still holding his base. Honestly, I would like to see him spend some time on getting gold up so he could get the next evolution of the tree. That should definitely bring them into the later stages of the game. Besides that, they're just working on some skeleton spread.
Biski's trying to retake top left. Oh, there is Infernal teleporting on him, but he does see it.
He is not invisible though, so he could get stunned here. If Lithe has the cooldown ready soon.
He does catch him with the dust.
Catches him with the dust. Jukes him with the resources.
Ooh,
Pimpyoshi. Oh, he's gone. Darkness coming from the below though. Sees him with the far side. How do you proceed, brother? How do you get over there? He uses his Q as well. The Gamora sees him. Another reveal. This is again a lot of time spent on Biski, who is not gonna feed them much. They use a TP on him as well. He blinks down. He's still running. Farsight misses or catches, makes sure that checks if he runs left or he runs down. They see he runs down. No follow-up. Biski edging on that one, getting seen again.
While that's going on in the bottom left corner, we do see Paul's base getting stronger and stronger.
Biski is dead now. Again, a very good run here by Biski because it doesn't change much on the game, of course, and I would assume that they are quite fast to rescuing him. Maverick was actually very close, but they have an Eridar now, and Darkness was also close by. Seems like they have learned what their strategy is. He is making way, and you see here the power of the Ranger gonna shoot from the trees, totally unnoticed by any Infernals, unless you're noticing those little arrows. And he's free.
There is a skeleton above him on the cliff, so he was seen there. However, not a strong reaction from Infernals. They are too busy chasing Girabou on the top of the map. Looks like Girabou will get caught.
Great pickup. That gave more gold than killing Biski. Yep.
Teleport. No teleport to mid. There it is. Now it comes back. Eridar. Oh.
Paul with the tier 7 now. And stun towers and wisps to repair. I'm not sure if... Again, I would like to see him upgrade. That's a question for later, I guess. I would like to see him upgrade his Tree of Eternity. Right now, he maybe think it's strong enough, but I think if Infernals just went and bashed it, they could get through, and that would be a lot of gold, honestly. Of course, there is 8 minutes remaining, so do they want to Do they want to spend that?
Did look like they were going for an anchor strategy from top. However, they may have given up on that. We are getting to the point now where we're seeing just so many int heroes and units appear on the map that it's pulling the Infernals in a lot of different directions.
Exactly. Biski getting caught again. Let's see if Ares TPing away.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh my god.
No.
Bouns cucking his teammate there.
Can't be doing that.
Big no-no. Never TP to your Infernal friends.
Yes. That is how you get your imp teammates to rage quit.
And especially
Still
for
a
Biski,
very
because he's
strong
been so
foothold in the
annoying. Also, just dedicating your time for it. Again, Biski, they should, I want to say not ignore him, but it's rough. It's very tough for the Infernals right now.
We also see Maverick building Furious trees near mid and sending them in one at a time.
Just to make that ping. Biski getting caught. Finally getting caught by Ares. Lithe saying, fuck off, Bouns. I got this myself. Just go somewhere else, bro.
Yeah. Furious trees right on time to save Biski.
And Biski is free again. 7 minutes
I do
remaining.
want to add in that Furious tree was already on his way to mid before Biski was even caught.
Biski using his Bouns not having or have sold his spell shield or what? Definitely a slight oversight there again. Running around with Horn of Snares and Animal Flute rather than something that could have netted him a kill right there. Using an Infernal Stone again on an Ent that is quite irrelevant at this point in time. Surely they need to kill him before they can kill others and secure mid.
I think Infernals should switch their strategy now and go for the soft win. They need to kill HX, Paul, and Bert in order to have killed each int at least one time. So I think at this point they completely drop trying to control any part of the map except for getting into Paul's base or keeping an eye on Paul and trying to kill him. Because if they can kill Paul in the next couple minutes, then that would open up the ability to get the soft win. I think at this point in time, very unlikely they're going to get a firm control on mid while simultaneously getting enough items to be able to break Paul's base. Seems like they do need to focus on one or the other. And I think the soft win is more realistic at this point. We do see more raging trees heading towards mid from the bottom. Sap back at the item store. See what he picks up this time.
Pimpyoshi getting killed here. Also a good pickup. Let's see what they choose to buy. End sights. 5.5 minutes remaining. Bouns really needs to get that spell shield versus these ranger players. Maverick still alive, sending Hxhiatus sending in some trees, trying to rescue them with the upgraded speed, but not enough. Lithe also there for backup. Maverick in the shadows around. Honestly, the map is kind of dark on the north side for the Ents. I'm not sure if they are relying or relaxing a little bit too much. Paul again still hasn't upgraded his Tree of Eternity. Also getting into the later stage now. Maybe it wasn't needed. He needs 50k lumber, asking for it. They should definitely get that. Berto has the lumber. He gave him only 10,000. He needs much more. More, brother. Give me more. What do you need 50,000 lumber for, brother?
Lithe does call out the soft win, and HX is revealed on the map, but we're not seeing any pings on him currently. They are in Discord, so maybe they do see him, but from what I can tell, it doesn't look like they see HX. Another save.
Biski rescued by Maverick. Shooting. That is criminal. Criminal behavior. That means not enough good spread. No blue wards in middle. They have 4 minutes remaining, lads. Infernal's now stronger, so they will one-shot for sure. Another rescue by Biski. Hitting for 400 each hit.
They really need
Hiatus.
to go catch HXH. HX has been pretty much in that bottom left river area for 10 minutes or so, and he's been revealed on the map a few times during that time frame.
See Hiatus sending more trees middle now. Taking a long walk there. They have or should have the ability to use some tunnels, but it's opting not to.
The Owls are doing a lot now for the Ent team.
Girabou spotted top left with a follow-up reveal. He's gonna make it this tree. Running into two wards.
Towards, yeah.
He baits. Oh, okay. We see Hiatus getting spotted by the inside and also Girabou. Let's see if the Infernal team know their priorities. They do not. They are chasing Girabou up top and ignoring Hiatus down below. They find Girabou. Lithe should have used his teleport there on Bouns to troll him like he did himself. That would have been poetic justice. And we see Paul upgrading for Tree of Domination. Already
does have it.
Already Hiatus in rescuing middle. Biski in the area. He got tagged there, but they choose to ignore him. Again, wise decision. No, Eris saying, fuck you. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Is he gonna hit? He is not gonna hit. He blinks away. He's safe. This map, yeah. Blinking is really tough. Bert getting spotted. And Infernals around. Darkness trying to hit him. Oh, let's see if he's gonna fall here. He tornadoes one of them. There we go. Pyra ult to finish the job. Rushing. They need to get Paul. They need to get Hiatus.
They see Hiatus.
Hiatus getting spotted. Oh, he blinked away in last moment. They teleport after him.
Bouns there. Will they get the dust on him?
He is not spotted. Dust hits him. Dust hits him. They got him. All in on Paul now.
Okay, one more.
All in on Paul now. Darkness moving away, saying, you got this. He got this. I wonder what Paul is doing. Is he moving? Is he away already?
Where is Paul?
Paul still. Where is he? Is he in a base somewhere? Hideout? What's it called?
He's not in the hideout. The hideout is open.
Yeah, hideout is open. Paul is running. Where is Paul? Girabou getting inside it.
Oh, they get the soft win. Okay.
They get the soft win.
Well played by Bouns there. Gets him with the fiery eye.
Good job. All right. What a match. Tough game. Tough game. Very good start for the Ents. Very good mid game for the Ents as well. Relaxing a little bit too much towards the end, but all in all, well played. Really well played by the Rangers in the middle and the instant saves. Yes. Distracting, spending a lot of time here.
I do think Mav and Biski would probably be MVPs for this game. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mav and Biski. Yes. With their control over the map.
Yeah, really gave space for the rest of the team to pretty much do whatever they wanted.
Mm-hmm. So that should put the score 6-1, I believe. Let me double check.